Lord Krishna Naman students, this is Rachit Jain, your economics teacher. In this part, we'll be talking about chapter 2 of Indian economic development. In fact, we'll be finishing up the chapter 2 of Indian economic development. This is the fourth part of Indian economic development, chapter 2nd. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's proceed further with this video. Okay, so we'll be talking about success of planning or the achievements of planning. Okay, so what did we achieve with this planning? Okay, so first thing that we achieve is increase in national income. If we talk about the first plan, our national income was growth rate of national income was 4.6%, and if we talk about our 12th plan, it was 6.7%. In between, in 10th plan, we have achieved a highest growth rate of 7.6% as well. Okay, so let's move on to the next point, which is increase in per capita income. Per capita income means per person income of the country. Okay, so per person income in the country was in first plan it was 2.7%. In 12th plan it was increased to 5.3%. Okay, if we'll talk about the highest point of it, in 11th plan it was 6% per annum. Okay, now let's move on to the third point, which is rise in savings and investment. If we'll talk about 1950-51, which was the first starting of first plan, the savings rate of investment was 9.3%. But if we compare it with the 12th plan, which was in 2015-16, it was 33.3%. Means every person was investing about 1/3 of its income. Okay, so now let's move on to the next point, which is institutional and technical change in agriculture. Agriculture has changed a lot from 1951 to present world. If we see, we have gone through a lot of reforms like land reforms and improvement in technology. ठीक है, और लैंड रिफॉर्म्स हमने क्या क्या किए, वो थे abolition of intermediaries between the states and tillers of the soil. Means the workers that were working on the soil were getting the full profit of their work. Okay, and modernization of and regularization of rent. Means the rent they were paying for the land, if they are working on somebody else's land, it was pretty low. Okay, ceiling on land holdings and redistribution of land. Means Indian government applied a ceiling on land holdings. Means the zamindars that were holding the land, the landlords that were holding a lot of land, a ceiling was applied onto the land. Means there was a restriction on holding amount of land. Okay, so it was distributed among all the farmers. Okay, so with this we have also used H5E seeds, that was high yield variety seeds. We'll talk about it in our next chapter. Okay, so let's move on to the next point, which is growth and diversification of industries. So if we talk about industries, we have achieved a lot of growth in industrial sector as well. Not as much as we wanted, but quite good growth has been achieved in industrial sector as well. Okay, so if we talk about 5-year plans, give a big push to the basic and capital goods industries like iron and steel, machinery, chemicals, fertilizers. Okay, so if we talk about in the 11th plan, industrial production growth rate was 7.2%. It is increased to 5.8% in 2016-17. Okay, Indian economy is now ranked at the 10th largest industrial economy in the world. Means we are now the 10th largest industrial economy in the world. Now let's talk about next point, which is economic infrastructure. What does the economic infrastructure means? Economic infrastructure means infrastructure that helps our economy to grow. Means अगर हम लोग बात करते हैं कि इंडियन रेलवेज़ क्या करती है, हमारी इकोनॉमी को ग्रो करने में हेल्प करती है। कैसे? माल को एक से दूसरी जगह ले जाने में हेल्प करके। कम्युनिकेशन, हमारे बिजनेसेस को हेल्प करते हैं टू कम्युनिकेट। ओके, तो अगर हम बात करते हैं इसमें सारी चीज़ें कौन कौन सी आती हैं, ट्रांसपोर्ट, कम्युनिकेशन, इरिगेशन, पावर जनरेशन, बैंकिंग, इंश्योरेंस, जितनी भी चीज़ें किसी भी तरह से एक इकोनॉमी को हेल्प करें वो सारी किस में आती हैं, इकोनॉमिक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में। अगर हम बात करें इंडियन रेलवेज़ की, तो वन ऑफ द लार्जेस्ट रेलवे नेटवर्क्स इन द वर्ल्ड है। ओके, सो इफ वी टॉक अबाउट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, we have installed power generation capacity which was 2300 megawatt in 1951, increased to 3,30,861 megawatts in 2017. A revolutionary growth of IT sector has earned India the distinction of a global player in the international market. Our IT sector has emerged as one of the leading players in the market. Okay, now let's talk about the social infrastructure. Health and education facilities are the key parameters of social infrastructure. If we see any country like USA or Italy who are ranked at highest point in health infrastructure, why they are rated so high? Because their social infrastructure is very good. Okay, so if we talk about our social infrastructure, it can be seen by the death rate. That rate has come down to 6.4% per thousand in 2016 from 27 per thousand in 1951. Means if we talk about 1951, 27 people from every 1,000 people were dying. In 2017, it is 6.4%. Average life expectancy was 32 years in 1951, and it has rose to 68.3 years in 2015. Okay, now let's talk about employment. There are a lot of efforts made by the government to increase the employment in our country. During the 11th plan, unemployment rate came down from 8.3% in 2004-5 to 5.6% in 2011-12. Means we are continuously trying to get unemployment rate as low as possible. Okay, and the last point of success is international trade. If we talk about international trade, it is very important for any country to survive in world economy. Okay, so in 1948-49, the value of foreign trade was 792 crores. It increased to 40 lakhs 31,719 crores in 2017. If we talk about our foreign trade, which was 792 crores in 1948-49, it has rose to 40,31,719 crores in 2017. Okay, we are now exporting engineering goods. This is a sign of India's emerging as an industrial nation. Okay, so these were all the successes of our planning. Let's talk about the failures. Okay, so let's talk about failures. So the failures of planning were, first is abject poverty. Means there's a lot of poverty left in our country. Means there are a lot of poor people in our country, in spite of delivering a lot of services to every person in our country. Okay, so if we talk about in India, 21.9% of population still lives below the poverty line. Means 21.9% of our population is still under poverty line. High rate of inflation. Inflation is a lot in India. I don't need to talk about it. If we talk about the first plan is the only exception where price level slided down. In all other plans, the price recorded a steep rise. Means in first plan there was a slight downward curve of inflation, but in all other plans the inflation just rose. Okay, next point is unemployment crisis. There's a lot of unemployment in our country. whether it was 1951 or in 2017 or 2020. While more and more opportunities of employment have been generated, challenges of unemployment has not subsided. Means the challenges of unemployment is still there. At the end of first plan, 53 lakh persons were unemployed. This number rose to over 4 crore at the end of 11th plan. At the end of 11th plan, almost 4 crore of people were unemployed in our country. This is emerging to be a serious cause of social unrest, threatening the process of growth. If there are a lot of people unemployed in our country, means we have resources that are unused for our country. That is not good for any country. Okay. Next is inadequate infrastructure. If we talk about infrastructure includes power, roads, dams, bridges, schools, colleges, hospitals. If we talk about all the infrastructure, we have grown a lot of in terms of infrastructure, but it is not enough for a population of 131 crore people. Okay. Next is skewed distribution. Means in our economy, there are a lot of people who have a lot of money and there are people who have nothing in terms of money. ओके तो इसको हम लोग बोल सकते हैं कि अमीर बहुत अमीर हुआ है और गरीब बहुत गरीब हुआ है, यानी कि डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हमारे यहाँ स्क्यूड रहा है, यानी कि अच्छा नहीं रहा है. ओके तो अगर हम बात करें तो अगर हम ओवरऑल पूरे चैप्टर की बात करें तो हमारी प्लानिंग के द्वारा हमने काफ़ी सक्सेसेस भी अचीव की हैं. ठीक है, और काफ़ी सारे फेलियर्स भी रहे हैं हमारे. ठीक है, तो अगर हम लोग बात करते हैं कि हम लोगों ने 1991 के बाद कैसे क्या किया, उसको हम लोग पढ़ेंगे चैप्टर नंबर 6 में. ओके सो ये चैप्टर आपका यहीं ख़त्म होता है. क्वेश्चन आंसर्स मैं आपको बहुत जल्दी शेयर करूँगा. थैंक यू.